why on earth should you do something that will lead to pregnancy when you do not want pregnancy? Make it make sense. The issue of abortion has been a trendy one as people have begun to host debates on whether or not women should have 100 legal rights to abort their unwanted pregnancy. And I can say for sure that it has really affected the societal value, because the concept to which women should indeed have legal rights to abort their babies can be questioning. In the same time, they would say that men should not have opinion on whatever they wish to do with their body. Like every other debate, it leaves us with at least two choices, which is pro-choice or pro-life. And if you literally don't know what that means, in simple terms, pro-choice here just simply means that women should literally have their choices respected and adhered to, and pro-life here literally means that the life of the baby actually matters and they actually see abortion as murder. According to the Oxford Language Dictionary, pro-choice here means advocating the legal right of a woman to choose whether or not she will have an abortion. Likewise, pro-life here means opposing abortion. Literally what I said, right? When you look into details, you can tell that both those who actually advocate for pro-choice or those who opposes abortion have some reasonable factors that can add up to their reasons why they chose those stands. Now, in details, pro-choice will tell you, or give you rather, reasonable facts why a woman should abort their baby, and in another case, pro-life would give you also reasonable facts that tell you that those babies' lives matters. I have gone into details to speak with some people who actually advocate for pro-choice, which means women should have the right to abort their baby, and one of the most prominent reason they would give is in the case of rape. Now, the story can come up where you can say that people are literally being raped, and during the course of rape, they could get pregnant. And the question becomes, would you want to actually bear a baby that is actually a child to a rapist? Now, why should abortion be legal? In this current situation, I can just give you guys three factual or major reasons why abortion can or may be legal. And one of the reasons, like I said previously, or some seconds ago rather, is rape. I mean, no woman in their right thinking member of state of society, or I don't know how to put it, would actually want to bear a child and grow a child and nurture a child whom they know past history historically that their father is a rapist. I mean, being a rapist is such a bad omen and such a bad name, and I don't think you want to see an identity that keeps reminding you of a rape. And in this case, so many women would actually want to abort their babies rather than actually keep those babies. I think that can be quite reasonable. I don't know. The second reason which it can be stated that abortion should be legal, I actually adhere to this because this is like the most reasonable, is the issue of health. Now, in so many cases, there's a health issue called euthanasia. I don't know if I actually pronounced that well, but it literally means the concept where women would have to abort their babies, or rather remove the pregnancy because of health issues, which could lead to more damaging results if those babies are being left to actually being born, or rather I don't know, it could actually lead to the death of the mother and both the child. And in the case where they wouldn't want the both of them to die, they would rescue the mother and leave the child, because obviously the child is more high chance to death. Now, I think this issue, even legally in so many murder acts, is not actually considered as murder because it's done because of health issue. And definitely, even if you're a pro-life activist, you can bear with me that in this case the mother should actually have a chance to live and abort the baby, remove the pregnancy, because you don't want the baby or the life whom you feel matters to actually come out and become abnormal or start facing reoccurring issues according to their health. And again, there's also no high chance of actually living. So why not? The third reason why many people would actually want to abort their baby, given to me by people who are actually pro-choice activists, is quite shocking and very, very questioning. And okay, let me just put it to you now. The idea of you not being financially capable to take care of the baby, resulting to you aborting the baby, it literally makes no sense. To me personally, I don't know the height of condition you are in, but I feel like anybody that does this literally doesn't really have an advocate or advocacy for humanity. Because I do not know why you should murder a child. I call this one murder, all because you're not financially capable to take care of that baby. Now, there are defense to why I said it's quite questioning, which is going to come up to why you should not abort babies. But let's say, just in case you got pregnant and you're not financially capable to take care of that baby, and according to the Child Use Act, you really need to do a lot according to articles of this universal rights towards protection of children. You need shelter, you need education, you need food, and a lot of things, care, love, outside even things that has to do with money. So maybe you have a point there, but again, it's kind of weird. Now, I understand that I said that it's quite questioning when you shouldn't abort your baby because you're financially incapable, and a lot of you would want to bash me on that. But just hold on, because I have more defense to why I said so. Let me come up to say that everything said in this video is quite off my personal research and what I think, so you can actually address this as my opinion. And again, before you come on to this video and start saying that I shouldn't have an opinion on whatever women should do with their body, it should be clearly stated that whatever I say in this video is a personal choice, and it still cannot and will never actually stop any woman who wants to abort their baby, because it's just an opinion and it's my opinion and it shouldn't hurt you. You can as well share your opinions down below. And if you're actually watching till now, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on your notification. And again, like I said, without wasting more time, let's go to reasons why abortion shouldn't be legal. People who are pro-life activists come up to say that abortion literally is murder. And by the legal terminology, abortion is not murder. Murder is only when the child has been conceived out of the woman's womb and has been confirmed to be breathing, and then when such a person in that condition has been given birth to and being killed, that is murder. Now, when you're still a blood clot and you're still a fetus in the woman's womb, it's not literally murder. And just to educate those who are actually pro-life activists, when they call abortion murder, it literally is not murder according to law. Now, when it comes to reason given by pro-life activists why abortion is not legal, it emphasizes largely on just murder. But looking at research, when I ask people like this what are indeed reasons and they give me details, I can tell you for a fact that sometimes abortion can play a bad role on pro-life's decision. No, pro-choice rather. Now, hear me out. I was speaking to someone who was hosting a debate on TikTok Live on why or whether or not you should abort your baby, and he said something that there are some people who actually love unprotected sex, and literally because they enjoy unprotected sex, they keep on having unprotected sex, and probably as a result of that they could get pregnant, which is unwanted pregnancy, and abortion is there, so that gives them the remedy to actually abort the baby. And at that point, that is very adverse to humanity. I don't think it's reasonable enough for you to actually see abortion as a remedy or an option to wash away or erase a baby when it is actually your fault. I mean, as a grown-up person, you're at least 18 years old, you begin to have sex, again, not just any sex, and you claim to enjoy unprotected sex. It's quite questioning, because you know the consequences that comes with unprotected sex, and one of them is pregnancy. And you keep on having unprotected sex knowing fully well that you're likely, 100% likely rather, to get pregnant, and you keep on having unprotected sex, and when you get pregnant you see abortion as a remedy to take away your pregnancy. Now that is very, very wrong. If you're a woman and you do such a thing, it's very disgusting and it makes you very inhumane, because you actually do not even love yourself, because you're actually even putting yourself at more risk. Now you may come up to say that well that's some people. Now let's actually recalculate on this. There is what they call protected sex, which is usually the use of condom, and when you use condom it can help you to prevent pregnancy. Now not just condom, there are also what they call birth control. Now I know, like when I actually spoke on that Twitter live, a lot of you pro-choice activists were like, well, it's our decisions and most times that protection does not work. Well, before you start saying most times protection does not work, you have to try out yourself to know if it works on you or not. Because it's very unreasonable for you to have unprotected sex knowing fully well that the consequence of this kind of sex is pregnancy, and once you've had the consequence or the goal of what comes with your action, you feel you have another right to abort the baby. It is very, very insensitive, and at this point, that's when you can actually give the point to pro-life activists when you say that is murder. Because why on earth should you do something that will lead to pregnancy when you do not want pregnancy? Make it make sense. Or maybe you're a kind of person who still, again, even after points given, would want to advocate for the fact that not everybody love or like or enjoy protected sex rather. There's something called birth control, and you can probably use birth control. And if you're not financially buoyant to afford a birth control, then go ahead and use protection. And at this point, you don't have any case of saying protections are not reachable, because there are so many foundations, hospitals and pharmacies that actually give out free protections and help on things that has to do with sexual matters and issues. And at this point, if you're actually in the dilemma of this kind of situation, it's all your fault, because you're not making your findings right. It's up to you, and like I said, it's just my own personal opinion. But what are your thoughts on pro-choice or pro-life? If you're a pro-choice activist, or rather a pro-life activist, tell me your reasons in the comment section down below. And whatever you disagree I have actually made in this video, feel free to actually share your oppositions in the comment section down below. And do not forget that in this channel here we talk things that has to do with societal issues and basically things that just gives you more education. And if these are the kind of things you want to see regularly, please smash like this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on your notification to always be the first to be notified once I upload here. And in the meantime, I would say Happy New Year.